Okay. The first time here I start with my first lecture on physiology, a short lecture starting with the systems. So as you are aware, physiology is one subject totally vast, consisting of many of the systems, and becomes very difficult to remember each and every topic. So my motto is to create this topic in a simplified way so that everyone understands and is able to remember and he is able to apply it throughout the life. So as such, when you see this subject, you take any of the courses, this subject is in first year. But as the days goes on passing, you slowly start forgetting the subject, and at the end you are a bit confused or some other difficulties which you face. So with this starting my first small lecture on blood, I want to clarify how we can simplify the subject and make it to remember lifelong. Now, taking with the blood here, first, blood is connective tissue which all of us are aware of. Now, the normal value, the normal volume of blood in male is around 5 liters, which we all know. But here, if we go from exam point of view as such, the main question which all of you face is function of blood. And whenever it is asked to you, what is the function of blood other than transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide, nothing more you write about. Nothing more you write about. So here I start, whenever something is asked about blood, how to go about with the blood. So taking with the blood here first. Okay, so first, blood consists of what? Blood has got two components. First component is plasma plus your formed elements. The formed elements consist of mainly the cells, RBCs, WBCs and platelets. These cells are having a specific function. RBC is mainly the transport of gases for O2 and CO2, WBC defense mechanism, and your platelets, if I take, they are mainly involved with the clotting mechanism or clot formation. These are the three cells. Plasma. Plasma is one of the fluid component. It consists of plasma proteins. Plasma is a component which consists of plasma proteins. And plasma proteins are three: serum albumin, serum globulin and fibrinogen. Next, what is the color of the blood? Color of the blood we roughly know is red in color, but having a minute difference between the arterial and the venous blood. Next is normally what is the volume? Roughly it is around 5 liters. It's on an average you can take in an adult human being. It's on an average. Next I should know is what is the pH of the blood? The blood is more of alkaline. So blood cannot be acidic, it is a bit alkaline. Okay, so it is pH is 7.4. Now only the difficulty, as I told you, function of blood you face the biggest difficulty. Function of blood you face biggest difficulty. As I told you, will write only one function, that is transport of gases. Other than transport of gases, you are not able to remember the other functions. Now here you have got few of the mnemonics which you can go according to your own wish. So first mnemonic comes is wait near BDS. That is one of the mnemonic. It is one of the easy mnemonic. So you have to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So as there are 9 alphabets, it means you have to remember these 9 words. If you know these 9 words, you will be able to write the 9 function. First, I start with W. So W as such, it stands for water balance. T stands for transport mechanism. N stands for nutrition. S stands for excretory function. A stands for acid base balance. R stands for reserve proteins. B stands for body temperature. D stands for defense mechanism. S stands for storage. So these are roughly these functions. If you are able to remember, it is more than sufficient. You will be able to expand them very easily. Now coming to water balance, the first and the foremost thing. So as I told, normally the blood volume is around 5 liters. So this how does the water balance is affected. So when the blood becomes more diluted or more concentrated, there are few of the feedback mechanisms which will start, and they will in turn help the body to maintain the balance, water balance, depending on the requirement. Transport. So as we know in simple transport, we say transport of gases. Okay, other than this, I am not bothered more of transport of gases. So more than transport of gases, in simple words, what I can write is, even it is going to help you in case of transport of nutrients, right? Your transport of gases here, and nutrition is a function there, right? As such, it's very similar. Nutrition in the sense, whatever the things are being absorbed from GIT, they are coming in the portal vein. By portal vein, they come to liver. Okay, because all these things are happening because of blood. Excretory function, it is removing the metabolic waste products from the tissues, putting inside the blood. Blood in turn is passing this metabolic waste product to the kidneys, and from the kidney it comes out. Acid base balance. So it acts like a buffer and it helps to maintain the acid base balance inside the blood. Okay, it becomes a function. So because this is very essential for the normal functioning of tissues. Reserve proteins. So actually saying you can say the reserve protein in the sense, now here we have a plasma proteins which will act always at the end of the day. So when the whole stock is over, they will act as a reserve sources. Body temperature. Okay, so the blood is a connective tissue which is moving throughout the body and is able to move, and it is going to help you a great deal to maintain the temperature with the help of your hypothalamus. Defense mechanism, because WBCs, as I told, they are helping in the defense mechanism. Storage in short is nothing, mainly the electrolytes. It mainly stores your electrolytes, right? So I have got sodium, potassium, all of these, most of the electrolytes, they are being stored inside the blood only, right? So this is a mnemonic which you can help of this mnemonic, you can able to remember all the functions of the blood. This theory of mnemonic we can apply to all the systems, and so that you are able to remember. So the simple way goes is wait near BDS, or if you are not happy with this, you can go for another mnemonic that comes as draw, neat. So I have taken draw, neat, D-R-A-W, and I have taken neat, N-E. Just A comes 2 times, and T. So draw, neat, S. One B will go out. Okay, so that is it. But other than this, if you say draw, neat, S, or you can say draw, neat, B and S. That is another way to remember. But more than this, the simple is wait near BDS college. You can say to your friend. So WT commonly we use in a short form. Near is a normal word. BDS stands for Bachelor of Dental Science College. Wait near BDS college. So this is a simple way to remember. Same thing is applicable to your anatomy also. Even anatomy can be made very easy with the help of mnemonics. Just I will give a short example how we can apply the mnemonic in the anatomy. In the anatomy, we know about clavicle bone. I will not talk about clavicle bone. Shortly I will stop. Now, so most difficulty in remembering the anatomy is whether the muscle is attaching or muscle is getting attached. So whether it's origin or insertion. Now I say about clavicle. So clavicle is a small bone. Clavicle is a small bone. Again, difficulty is whether how many muscles are attached. Okay, I am not talking anything of ligament. So I say simple word DTP and 3S. So DTP, D stands for deltoid muscle, T stands for trapezius muscle, and P stands for pectoralis major. Here I have to be aware, it's not minor, it's major. Then we have S, sternocleidomastoid and sternohyoid and subclavius. This is one we should know. Now here the question is origin, insertion. Out of DTP, D takes the origin, P takes the origin, I gets the insertion. Here sternocleidomastoid takes the origin, sternohyoid takes the origin, and subclavius takes the insertion. Out of 6 muscles, simple way to remember, DTP, the T is one inserting muscle, and S subclavius is one inserting muscle. Other than this, whatever muscles you go, they are mainly involved with origin. Here I have not mentioned anything about the ligament aspect. So, okay. So coming up, This is what I want to tell you, that how the mnemonics can be applied in your medical science and subject can be made very easy. Now what I want is, I want the reviews from your side, so in the coming forth I can upload more and more lectures with the help of yours. They will be in more in detail. It is just a short view I want to give you with the further reviews. All the information will be, all the information is there below. You can go through and just give me the proper feedback. So depending on this, I can help you in the better way. Okay, thank you.